bunch of olive oil in that pan. Next thing you want to do is grab some beans. Get yourself some beans, bro. Do them beans, bro. Hi, Tiggs. So get yourself 2 cans of beans. Heat up the pan as hot as it'll go and then turn it down to medium in like 50 seconds or less. Get her screaming hot. You want your beans to sizzle slightly. And while the bean pan is warming up, there's some really nice beans today. Cat's hungry, so we'll feed the cat. I'll make a dozen waffles tonight and maybe 5 or 6 pancakes for the week. It's Tuesday, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe I'll have a couple on Saturday. I'll freeze some of them, and some I'll just keep in a Ziploc bag in the fridge for a couple days. The rest will be frozen. And you want to make sure everything is copacetic. So, I think the cat's hungry. So let me do this, and then we'll feed the cat. I didn't even see him. I thought he was just coming up yelling at me and then going to lay down in the other room. Nope, he's here. He right here. Hey, Piggy. Oh, I'm excited for today's feast. A feast, bro. Okay, here we go. Get yourself something sizzling underneath. We got her. Beans. Spatula. And you turned your pan down so she'll sizzle, right? But it's just not going to be some spitting, sizzling everywhere thing. But it'll sizzle. The beans are moist, right? There's flavor, there's seasoning and different things. So you want to watch how much heat you apply at first, right? Once it starts to mellow out and everything, you'll see the pan will kind of sort of dry out as it were. And you'll see it won't sizzle half as much in a second. I also reduced the heat on the pan a second time. I found the sizzle to be a little too intense. That's the beginning of the sizzle we're looking for. I'm not looking to sizzle anything. This isn't a cast iron pan. I'm not looking to get cancer from cooking beans here. We're just cooking these beans. They're already dead here. They're going to be so tasty. These are the really tasty beans, by the way. Those are tasty. Next can of tasty beans is a black bean. organic black beans. Ooh, these are gonna be good. I love organic black beans in my burritos. These are enchiladas, but they're gonna be sick, bro. We're gonna get out the salsa, and I'll show you how we do it. All right, get them black beans in there, right on top, wherever they go. It don't matter. It's gonna be epic in a second, yo. I'll show you what you do next. I want to get them all. I drained the can, by the way. The cans are in. I wiped the can and drained it. And then, let me get these things out of the way. Now you're gonna add some flavor. And this is American buffalo wing sauce. Very tasty. This is also American. Frank's Red Hot. Okay? Soak them in that. These two back in the fridge. Wah. 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 That's tasty. Okay? Now, of course, you're going to add some of this. Next is the seasonings. We just did sauces. Flavoring. Oh, there's more. We also have this. This is from, I wonder if this is any good. This is 2 years old. There's a little bit of blue mold on the side. 2023, June 1st. It's almost 2 full years old. Maybe I should put this black stuff off the side of the jar in there. Extra flavor. What else we got? Epic flavors going down today. Expires in end of August 2029. 2025. What's next? That's quite a lot of items, but believe it or not, there's more. When you're making an enchilada, I mean, do you guys know enchiladas? Y'all know what we're talking about, right? Enchilada. Okay. Next. Keep hitting it with flavor. Okay. Next. All right. Oh, let's do a dash of this. Okay. Now you can be honest with yourself when you say, that is banging. You know what I mean? Banging. Next. Yeah, that's right. There's a next. Now, I will be chopping these up. You tell them, Tiggs. You tell the world, buddy. So what we're going to do next is pretty obvious and easy, right? We are going to add copious amounts of jalapenos. old people, that is a hemorrhoid inducer. So I'm gonna put lots of those on there, prove we're not that old. Okay. Once you chop up all the jalapenos, you want to wash them off in cold water. No, I'm kidding. You could, if you can't take spice at all, you can rinse them in cold water. You can rinse off some of the seeds and stuff. Leave some of the seeds on the plate instead of scraping all the little extra seed bits. Leave those behind, right? And then you just want to carefully strewn those about so that you don't have a huge clump sitting anywhere when you start to mix this. And then we'll show you what's next. Enchiladas are a unique thing. I make mine very, very differently than most. This is the obvious genius way of making these. Now moving this to the side. Moving this to the side. Hey, Tiggs. Clip that right there. Let's see how you doing. So you got them black beans, right? And this is fairly warm. You'll see once this cheese hits the pan there, you'll see it begin to go all gooey and stringy. Okay. So doesn't this look good, eh? Now you can put see all your sauce there and your juices. I'm gonna mix that through and get it strewn. See, it's going all stringy and gooey already. In about a 30-second, 40-second, we're gonna show you the next step here. But this is perfect as is. Get yourself some green peppers, you can do green peppers, onion, garlic, mushrooms. You can do all sorts of different things at this point. Another 10, 15, 20 seconds, I'll taste it. I just like to see it get all melty all right through, and then I know it's warm, very warm, top to bottom, right? Next, you're going to preheat your oven, 425.69 degrees Fahrenheit. Start timer. That looks good. You hungry, Tiggs? Papa's gonna feed you now. We're gonna feed Tanner Tiggs. And that way he has his lunch before he has his long nap. Tiggs sleeps for like 4 to 6 hours right after this big meal, eh, Tiggy? You want some treats?
So you can see the consistency of this is just going wild. Now you can see the beans have warmed up and they're easy to, we just press them, right? And this is lightly press them. You don't need to press them all, but if you do, that's fine. Now you can really see the consistency has thickened after you let out the starches of, 50, 60, 70% of the black beans. Once they release and begin to refry and fry, everything comes around so nicely. You get yourself some rice, some peppers, onions, garlic, mushroom, whatever you like. Salsa, guacamole. Get yourself some hard tacos, some soft tacos. It takes 15, 17 minutes to make a real deal. How you doing, okay? Now you want to add your seasoning at this point. Let me just do that. That's a high heat silicone spatula, by the way. And I have it on a low heat right now on the oven, on the thing. I know I have taco seasoning. Let me find it. But my wife always asks for them. I think she's taken most of my taco seasonings. There it is. I knew I had some. This is the low sodium Compliments taco seasoning. Once you get that in there from the blue menu there, whatever it was, I don't know if it's blue menu, but it's in a blue package with low sodium. As you can see, it's all gooey and stringy and everything. That's what you're going for at this point. You want to just stir through your taco seasoning. You could add plant-based hamburger ground that's already browned, crispy, a little bit of oil and ground is really epic. Some onion powder, some sea salt, black pepper. And I have some special ingredients I add to make mine. It goes over the top, flavorful. Just check out my cooking videos. There's lots of ground videos there. Probably 100 ground videos where I make burritos. So it's all there for you. This is one of the most epic meals money can't buy. You got to make this yourself, and it's easy. 20 minutes to this point, right? The last ingredient to go in the fridge is the jalapenos that I diced earlier. We'll get out the salsa. because we'll be, oh, the salsa can stay in the fridge for now. Let's get out some tortillas, shall we? We got Mexican tortillas, we have hard shell tacos, but I said quesadillas today, didn't I? So over here, we have some really nice tortillas. These are the PC President's Choice tortilla right here, and we'll show you what to do with these next. Just under a pound. This should be a pound of tortilla for the price you pay for this. It's not very, they don't give you a lot. Be right back, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, share it with your friends, tell your friends about the channel. And I'll see you next time. Well, I'm gonna have some peaches. Recycling. And away she goes. Alright. That was a good show.